Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more the Somnium Files, the NirvanA Initiative. So last episode, we finished up another route, right? Again, and Amami's route. It was sad and the scene was nice as well, even though it's sad, right? So we are gonna continue and let's do this. We're gonna do, I guess, the main route now, right? We're finally going back.
You think an ex-con doesn't deserve to be happy?
Who is this?
The SAT, the Special Assault Team.
Date?
That body. My father found it.
Yes, it was her fault. That's why Genny died. If she just didn't say anything and just stood there, again, we'd probably be alive, right? Okay. Wait, stop playing. Wait, is this the first one? I mean, this is the first one, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Last. Mama.
Oh, you came. Good. Want something to drink?
Yes.
With water? On the rocks? You don't have to be shy. It's on me.
Wait, who is this? Is this Mizuki?
It's such a bizarre case, the HB serial killings. That being said, the facts are fairly straightforward. Pointing out a culprit can't be too hard. Do you already know? Terror. Who are they, really?
Honestly, I guess there originally was Uru, right? But then we saw Uru dead, right? I don't know what happened after that. Wait, who is this? Okay. Uru Sumizuki. Let's say Mama.
Yup. You got me. I wanted to slurp on the juices of young men, which is why I sliced them in half. Oh, come on, there's no way. Besides, Komeiji and Chikara are not young. Care to give a more serious answer?
Okay, I just want to see the other answers. Tokiko.
I see. She was involved in the HB case, but I don't think she did the deed.
Jin Foraway.
Why would it be Jin?
Look at this though. This is kind of creepy when you look at this. Look at it like this. Because this is Jin Foraway's face basically, right? Yes. Oh my god, that is creepy. Look at it.
He was the first victim.
Uru.
Right. Uru. We know he killed at least 3 people. Jin Furaway,
Jin, and then Chikara.
Chikara Horadori,
Yes, and Komeiji.
Andy's Komeiji.
Yes.
But why did he kill them? What was his goal?
For Jin, I think it was accidental. For Chikara, maybe his anger, right? Because of all what Chikara did to him. And then for Komeiji, because Komeiji was blackmailing him. Let's see. For the NirvanA Initiative, hey, that's the answer for sure, but to build schools in Africa.
He wasn't some noble philanthropist. That has nothing to do with anything.
To get revenge.
That's true, I suppose. But that wasn't the main reason.
Personal enjoyment.
I don't think Uru had that kind of hobby.
For the NirvanA Initiative.
That's right. The NirvanA Initiative. The loony plan to have humans reach moksha. That's why Uru killed the 3 of them. We can put aside the little details for now. The most concerning aspect of the whole thing is the time difference. The left and right sides of the victims were found 6 years apart.
I mean, not all of them, yeah. Maybe Jin only.
Regarding the first victim, the facts are already in. 6 years ago, on February 10th, Jin Furaway's body fell from the ceiling of Devaita. And this year, 5 days ago, also on the 10th,
No, this is Uru.
Uru Somizuki's left half was found at the stadium, not Jin's. Plastic surgery and complete organ transplants. It fooled the investigators into thinking they were the same person.
Honestly though, how did Ur survive, right? Like he gave half his organs to Jin.
But what about the other victims? Chikara, Komeiji, Tokiko. How do you explain those three?
Yeah, how did Tokiko is the most weird one though. How did she die? Because Uru admired her.
You have good intuition. You might already know.
She's actually speaking to me though, yeah. Because Tokiko made miracles happen. But yeah, I think the answer is this one. The timeline was not in the correct order. Let's check the other answers. Professor Brown created a time machine.
Who is Professor Brown? Could you please not introduce a new character out of nowhere?
Professor Brown, is it Doc Brown from Back to the Future, right? Because Tokiko made miracles happen.
You've been brainwashed. You can't be taking Tokiko seriously, honey. It's all a lie.
I know, I'm joking.
Probably.
Ryuki and Mizuki were hallucinating.
No, not hallucinations. The right and left half of their bodies were found. No doubt about that.
Okay, the timeline was not in order.
Right. In other words, it's not like that. It's like this.
Look, it switched.
This is the timeline that you actually experienced.
Okay.
The red and blue lines are intertwined, almost like DNA. You started on the red line from the top, and then followed the blue line, which led you to this point. You've traversed 4 X's. The left side is 6 years ago, and the right side is this year. To make things easier, we'll call the left side past, and the right side present. In other words, you came here, jumping back and forth between past and present, a day at a time, all to end up here. Now do you understand? Chikara's right half was found the night of the 11th, in the past. His left half was found the next morning. Komeiji's right half was found on the 13th. His left half was found the next morning at 6 a.m. 6 years have passed, and now we're here. In the present, Tokiko's right half was found on February 12th. The next day, a little past midnight, her left half was found in the basement of Horidori Institute.
Okay, so yeah, explains it. But explain who killed her though.
Long story short, the left and right halves weren't found 6 years apart.
I mean, it was kind of obvious though, right? Because whenever they were talking about it, no one mentioned the date. Yeah, I was like, why are they not mentioning like 6 years ago, right? They were not saying that when they were doing dialogue back then, so I got a gist of it, I suppose. And now Mama is explaining it to us.
They were all found soon after each other. Nothing supernatural here.
Okay. This chart is a chart that shows the flow of the story chronological order. Can I check it? I want to see. So this is where we started 6 years ago. And then Ryuki. Yes. So the one, the Mizuki back then is the older Mizuki. So let's call the other Mizuki, Mizuki B. Like we were led to believe that we were in the present, right? And we were using the older Mizuki. But in reality, it was the other Mizuki, the much more older one, the big sis, let's say the big sis Mizuki, right? So they keep shifting, see? Like, look at this one. You see a picture of Tokiko, right? Tokiko died and then it shifted to another one to 6 years ago. But in reality, it was here. This was the next one. See? What else? Even Komeiji, Studio Divider. They found the body. And the next day in Misetan. Right? Okay. Oh, so then the Kusimon Go is 6 years ago. No, I mean it's the last one. Okay, so we are here. That's nice. Very good.
Anyway, that's just my genius analysis.
I like the twist. Yeah.
Oh, but I know what you're gonna say. There's still tons of things that can't be explained, right? Especially, who killed Uru and Tokiko? Jin, Chikara, Komeiji.
Yes.
It was Terror, Uru, who sliced these three in half. But then Uru was killed in the present, February 10th.
Yeah, who killed him?
Tokiko's body was found after that. So who killed Uru and Tokiko? Well,
That's a big question.
I'm sure this mess will be cleared up soon. By Mizuki, her friend, and by you, Freyr.
Oh my god. She changed her voice. She's actually talking to us. So I am a Freyr? Freyr? Player. Maybe that's why they say Freyr, because it is player. The player playing this game, right? Okay.
So anyway, good luck with the rest of your investigation. I'll be cheering you on.
That is cool though. She's pretending again, look. Did I love the twist? Yeah, I love it.
Huh? Who was I just talking to? Maybe I've had a bit too much to drink. It's awfully cold tonight.
That was amazing. Okay. They're gonna finally have their talk, I guess.
Hey, about Kizzy. Are you sure she's okay?
Don't worry. I made sure she's fine.
Kizuna went missing. Last night around 11 o'clock, Riichi Chieda, her father, contacted me. I started a search for Kizzy. After a while, I got a call on my phone. It was from her. She told me to meet her here at Iowan.
So, that makes us sisters?
We're not the same age, but we're like identical twins. We have almost the same genes.
That's crazy. I'm a copy of you.
Don't say it like that.
But I'm your clone, right?
Technically, yes.
So she is
But
the
our
original
DNA
one.
Isn't exactly
Okay.
the same. My genome was rearranged. Your DNA was modified on top of that, which is why you don't have the symptoms I have. Basically,
Yeah.
you're an upgrade. The perfect version of me.
Perfect version.
Don't say it like that.
Dude. This is so cool. About February 6 years ago.
It's like I told you. I want to know who did this to me. I know that Chikara was the mastermind, but I want solid proof. That's why I was investigating him and his institute. But then, out of the blue, he gets killed. That's why I started following the HB case.
Continue? Okay. She told me details of what happened on the 12th and the 14th. The 12th. Okay. Yeah, this was when we synced with Gen, right? The 14th, it's Komeiji. And this is at the factory with Date.
What you
Yeah.
have seen and heard cannot be shared with anyone. If you do, I will kill her.
But yeah, I wonder who killed, this one, Terror. Who killed Uru?
I have an abundant amount of money. Even if I were to die, the assassins I've hired would still find her.
I see. That's why you didn't talk about what happened 6 years ago.
But I think it's okay to start talking now.
Why?
I was able to freeze all of Terror's hidden accounts. We don't need to worry about any assassins anymore.
But you don't remember anything from February 6 years ago, do you?
I do not. My body was destroyed in the explosion at the cathedral. The Abyss communication network was also offline, so there was no backup taken.
Wait, so what do you call this? Every memory of Aiba with Mizuki B, she didn't know that, like, all of the investigations they did, I mean, back then, she didn't remember any of that. I mean, I guess that's why she was shocked when they saw her, right? So why were you hiding your identity?
If I revealed myself to you, you would want to know everything. And one way or another, you'd find out. You'd find out that your genes were spliced. That your real parents aren't Renju and Shoko. I didn't want you to end up like me. I wanted you to live a normal life. As normal as possible anyway. Get a normal job, a normal husband, get married, start a family, live happily ever after. A life like that. But if I showed up, I would ruin all that. That's what I thought, at least.
I see. But why didn't you tell me 7 years ago in November? I was already well on my way to an abnormal life at that point.
True.
Maybe that's true.
Honestly, the only thing that's making them different is the eyes, right? I mean, sure, the hairstyle is kind of different, but everything is pretty much the same. The face, the height, the body type. Yeah, it's just the eyes, right? For her, it's blue. So I guess her eyes is just a normal prosthetic eye, right? It's not an AI ball anymore. I was raised at Iowan too?
Yeah, the same as me. When I was 6, you were born at Horadori Institute and sent here. I'm guessing they thought it was too difficult to raise you at the Institute. I remember the day you arrived like it was yesterday. You were still a baby. But the moment I saw you, I got this feeling. I started bawling my eyes out. The people at the facility didn't know we were related. Makes sense. They were told we were from 2 different places, but we're both named Mizuki, and we looked really similar. So to make it easier, everyone started calling me Big Sis.
Okay, so everyone, not just Kizuna.
They called you Mizuki.
So what happened after I arrived at Iowan?
They took me to Horadori Institute every so often for examinations. Well, I say examinations. I mean human experiments. I don't think you remember, but they did terrible things. I remember getting shots with needles as big as boba straws.
Jesus
My time with
Christ.
Horadori Institute ended when I was 9, and you were 3. It shut down and we were finally free. That's about the time you were adopted by the Okiura family. But me? Well, I told you about me, right?
You were blind in one eye and had a heart condition.
Right. So it was hard to find a family who would take me. Ultimately, it was Mr. Chieda, the chairman.
So when you were 9, you were adopted by...
The Chiedas. I spent the next 6 years there.
Okay, so she was really adopted there. Okay.
Up until I was 15, I lived under the same roof as Kizuna.
I see. That's why she called me Big Sis.
And after that?
You said something about an eccentric woman?
Yeah, I was adopted by her.
It's the boss. Yeah, boss's daughter.
Do you mean...
Shizue Kuranushi. Boss. Which is why my name is Mizuki Kuranushi now. You think that sounds kinda lame, huh?
No, it's not that.
So why did boss adopt you, by the way?
You know how we're stronger than everybody else? Maybe she thought I'd come in handy.
So she wanted to make you work for her.
I don't know if that's the truth, but that's what she told me. Boss taught me how to fight. After she adopted me, she trained me hard every day. 6 years ago, when I was 18, I was hired as a top secret member of Abyss. Boss wanted someone who she could rely on. Someone who would never betray her. She trusted me to handle the most sensitive situations. Basically, I'm like a ninja. Well, a kunoichi.
Yeah, basically.
Which is why my existence at Abyss had been hidden. The only people who know are Boss, Pewter, and Ryuki.
Oh, even Ryuki knew.
Ryuki? Why? I wonder.
I mean, I guess Date didn't know, right? Because when Date saw her, Date was like, "Oh, you really
By the
look
way, I'm
like
curious.
like you really do look like Mizuki, right?" He did say that.
Why were we given the same name?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't really care about the name.
But wouldn't that make it harder to tell us apart at the Institute?
I don't think they had any trouble.
Yeah, because she was much more older and you were much more younger.
We had code names at Horodori Institute. I was Mouse, and you were Rabbit. And you remember what they called us at Iowan, right?
Oh, okay, so that's why the doll was a rabbit back then when we were doing that. Okay.
You were Big Sis, and I was Mizuki.
Yeah.
Is that what I called you?
No, you were still little. You couldn't talk much. You just called me BB.
BB?
BB?
Yeah. BB, huh?
BB. I like that.
Anyway, we've already spent enough time here. We shouldn't be wasting time like this.
Good point. There's still tons we don't know about the HB case.
Yeah, I like that simple name, BB. BB.
Follow me. I want to show you something. Huh? What is it?
Oh, no. It's nothing. Let's go, BB.
BB. Nice. Date. And then the body of Jin 4 ways right there.
Ah! What the fuck?
True.
This is information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears.
Jeez, just relax.
I can't just relax. What is this corpse doing here? And why are Kizzy and Leon here? Oh, and most importantly,
Date.
who the hell is this?
What? Isn't it obvious?
Wait, you're that stupid porno mag collecting old man.
No.
Yes.
Why are you dressed like that? Where is Genny? What are you doing here? And one last thing. Where have you been the past 6 years? Why didn't you try to contact me?
I'm sorry, Mizuki.
Wait, can we go back to the flowchart again? No, because last episode when we were doing this, right, Mizuki was there with Date, right? Why is she saying, is she just joking or what? I think she's just joking, right?
Okay. I think I kind of get it.
And didn't Date explain
6
it
years
to her?
ago, Date lost his memory when the ceiling collapsed on him.
Okay,
Then he got captured by terror but managed to escape.
yes,
And he's been wandering the Earth for the past 6 years.
yes.
5 days ago, on the 10th, he heard the news about Jin's body being found.
And finally got his memory back.
That's right.
Oh, no, I just got confused. So yeah, you could argue that, yeah, the scenes that we saw last time, right, were not really that canon, I suppose, right? Yeah, okay. So like the scenes last time was pretty much, they explained it to us, basically what happened to Date and stuff. And then when we go here into Mizuki, this, I guess I'd say this timeline, right? She doesn't know yet that that this is Date. That Date is wearing Genny's, or he's just pretending to be Genny right now. Okay, I understand now. I just kind of got confused. I was like, yeah, didn't Date explain this to me last episode? That's because there's a reception device in the left, his left eye socket. You can mute me by turning it off, but that's a real hassle, so it's still on. This is the same for Mizuki Kuranushi. She hears my voice too. Mizuki Kuranushi is kind of long. I'll just call her BB. So basically Date, BB, and Mizuki are all connected, right? Connected because of Aiba. Okay, let's talk to them about BB.
I've known her for a long time. She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff. Back then, I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out.
Mizuki's name comes from crystal. The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
Crystals are the solid form of silicon dioxide, a mineral, most often recognized as quartz.
Wait, so you were in a Thieves Guild, BB?
The snow isn't letting up.
Don't change the subject.
Why are you here, Leon?
There's a reason I'm here with Kizzy. I got a call from my old pal Date.
I asked him to unlock something for me.
Are you talking about the freezer?
So in this timeline, it was Date. I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe it was still Date that asked him to open it, right? He's just using Genny's body like this. It's just weird looking at Date like this. He's so big.
No, I got that open on the 13th.
Oh.
It was a different lock this time.
Anyway, that is when we met with Date and the woman he was with.
The woman? I was there too.
What time is it?
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m.
Oh.
Daybreak is close.
I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything. Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
So confusing.
Anyway, Mizuki Date, I will call you Little Big Sis from now on. And you, Mizuki Kuranushi, I will call you Big Sis.
Still, just as confusing.
Yeah, just call her Baby and call the other one Mizuki. Oh, we got another one. Mizuki is Bibi's clone, and Date already knows this. Bibi told him, but Kizuna and Leon don't know this yet. They think they're just sisters. Okay. Are you okay? Are you cold?
It is snowing outside, but do not worry about us. My heart is burning strong.
Okay, I heard you went missing.
I am a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I plan to elope.
What?
May I ask why?
Kizzy's father won't accept me.
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me.
That's when I suggested that we run off together.
And I agreed.
So you two...
Yeah, they're both on the run for love.
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
Right. We need some more time to think about it.
Did he tell Riichi? I mean, of course not.
I have told him that I am safe and sound.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped.
I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all this, you guys.
Alright, this one, Date? So who is the corpse in the freezer?
Let's talk about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
I mean, true. So, why were you pretending to be Genny?
I know that Horodori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horodori Institute.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horodori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on them.
Okay. So, let me just say one thing.
What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
No, it's not that. Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that.
No, not that either.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time, so I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you it's not that.
I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear?
All right, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki? I'm home.
Oh,
Welcome back, Date. But that's not what I wanted to say.
okay.
I threw away all your porno mags.
No, she's just joking this time. No, but yeah, Mizuki, she really missed Date. Date's like basically her father. Yeah, Date adopted her officially, right? So she's just happy that Date is here, and she's just saying those magazines, right? Because, yeah, she's just joking. So why did you reveal your identity right now, sir?
Gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own. We need to work together to stop their plan.
Their plan?
Yeah, the NirvanA Initiative. So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago. He knew how to get a hold of me.
I shared everything I had, then told her to find you, Mizuki.
To help stop them?
Basically.
So where's the real Genny?
I don't know. Not here.
It's fine, I know where he is. Don't you have an idea too?
With a mame. 100%.
Okay, I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse? Why is it in the freezer?
It's better that you see for yourself.
Let me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Not one at all.
It's half.
Okay. Oh, is there a corpse here as well? Oh, this one. Okay. The corpse here. For Uru. And then the safe. Yeah. So now they know everything.
So, you finished reading the file?
Yeah.
Now do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin. Jin Furue. That's what he really looks like.
And this body?
Uru Somizuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Kameji.
Uru's right half. The wall. Are Leon and Kizuna okay?
They're not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were going to think hard about where to go.
Okay, what is this?
What's this? There's some kind of device in there.
It appears to be a jet-like nozzle device.
Yeah, we actually saw this back then with Ryuki.
Hmm.
Honestly, what happened to Ryuki, right? I mean, he was being super crazy. And he's gone, yeah. Like half of this game, Ryuki is just gone.
The box appears to have some kind of jet-like nozzle device inside.
How about, are you changed?
That outfit was so hard to move in. With the wireframe and all the stuffing.
How about Jin Furue?
I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease.
Honestly, doesn't even look anything like Chikara and Tokiko, right?
It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young. I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru. Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin.
Yeah, obviously.
So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will?
I mean, Jin is Chikara's son. He did everything. I'm not saying it was right though, right? It was wrong. But yeah, basically it was done against his will.
I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
Baron. So, what happened till now?
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
And I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
That's what we came here for. Wait, Shoma has an older sister?
Yeah.
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A mame doi.
Really?
So when did you get here?
Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the 4 of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuna down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
So everything that we did basically on the other routes was done as well in these routes, but yeah, just different characters did it. About Uru.
I can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Uru Somazuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
True, and what do you call this? Okay, let's
a holy
continue for
symbol
something.
for the order of percent. It was considered sacred.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
No, I was just thinking then, how did Uru survive all of that, right? Can you survive with one lung? I remember the diary saying that they gave one of his lungs to Jin, right? Can you even survive it like that? Oh my god.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
I mean, you couldn't blame anyone. That was very, very tricky, right? Who would have guessed that it was in a different person, right? How did you find out?
I used Marco's X-ray function. Marco?
Marco? She got an AI ball?
The name of my AI ball in my left eye.
Oh, I was asking actually in the beginning when we were playing this, when we started this, I was like, is there gonna be a guy AI, right? Because we had Tama and Aiba, both ladies. I was like, maybe in the third game we could have a guy as an AI ball. So we have Marco here.
He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much.
Okay, they're not gonna introduce him this time. Maybe next time.
Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm. I know Aiba really well. We were partners 6 years ago. When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Aiba. But Aiba and Date? Yeah, Aiba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
I see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yes.
It's kinda sad. I made so many memories with you, Aiba.
And she forgot all of it.
I've been wondering, 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half? That was for the NirvanA Initiative, right? Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan?
Yeah, why cut them in half?
And speaking of, is the NirvanA Initiative still happening?
Yeah, because basically everyone is dead, right? Terror is dead. Tokiko is dead. Everyone died.
I mean, after all, Terror's dead. Right, the mastermind is dead. But you saw it. On the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misaton.
Yeah, so who is this then?
That was Terror. It was definitely Uru's voice, but Uru should have been dead.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died, which means...
The main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the NirvanA Initiative.
When? Where? How? We are completely in the dark.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
He's
No,
dead.
that's not what I meant. There are other culprits. Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
True.
You believe they might know something about the NirvanA Initiative?
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
Dude, it's gonna be one
We
of
don't
our
have enough
characters.
information yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of our characters for sure because this late in the story, you cannot introduce a new character so suddenly, right? So who killed Tokiko and Uru? I don't know. It's so hard.
Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
Maybe Ryuki
There's
killed him.
nothing over here.
You would think that, right? But check this out.
I mean, Ryuki has gone crazy. Maybe Ryuki did it.
Open sesame!
Marco, please.
Marco. There's a door. Secret passage.
What is this?
As you can see, it's a hidden passage.
But why is it here?
Let's get moving.
Okay. So what is here? Oh, this is the destroyed one.
What?
So there was another one. This one was the one that got destroyed 6 years ago, I suppose. Oh, Ryuki's right there. I see him sitting down.
What does this mean?
It means exactly what you see.
There are 2 cathedrals? That's right.
Mizuki, look.
Ryuki.
Ryuki.
I'm here too.
Tama.
Tama.
How is Ryuki doing?
Terrible. It was a bad idea to show him this place. He's been like this for hours.
How are they talking to Tama though? Pillar. 2 cathedrals, not they?
Marco, can you send Iba the data?
Got it. Opening it. It is a cross-section of the 2 cathedrals.
You get it now? There's one on the east and one on the west.
Okay, yeah, it just looked like it's what do you call that? It was pretty much like a square, right? Or a rectangle. That's why we believe it's one. So it was different entrances, and the east side had the entrance using the elevator from the president's room. So on the west side, it was a different entrance. That's why.
Terror blew up the west one. This one, right here.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror.
Wait, what? Terror blew up the west one. Wait, didn't Terror blow up the one where we went down the elevator? Wasn't that the east side? See?
What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
Okay. Maybe I'm just confused, but never mind.
The one connected to the NICE building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Yeah, that one, right?
Huh. Beats me.
Maybe it has something to do with what NICE believes. 2 in 1. I think they were obsessed with that.
Look at that. Stupid, shameless man.
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago, It made my heart condition worse.
Yeah.
It affected my work.
She was good then, right? Because we were using her. And then Ryuki shot her with a stun
I can't
round.
investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time. But when I heard you recently joined Abyss, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse. At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half, but I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life. I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you. That's why...
I see. You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
Okay, so now we know the reason. She seems a little pissed. Ryuki, are you okay?
He appears to at least be breathing.
Wait, hasn't it seen Date? Maybe he will be much more better if he sees Date,
Might not
right?
be if there was rope and a branch in here. This has been eating at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He regretted what he did and blamed himself. He betrayed Date and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with stun bullets. And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that?
He couldn't handle it, right? And then he had trauma when he was much more younger, right? When his parents died, and then his twin brother, right? He said twin? Twin brother died, yeah.
Yeah, Terror detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place. If he never did, Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
Easy. He had his reasons.
Yeah, so for him, what he did, or Ryuki did, was he just wanted to save Tama. That's why he listened to Terror.
I heard. So she eloped, huh? It had nothing to do with the video. It was just Ryuki's active imagination. Date called me.
Yeah. I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file?
He did, yep. And then he came here through the hidden passage.
What about the self-destruct program in Tama?
I was overhauled completely during maintenance a few years back, and that function was deleted. That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed Abyss. He did something you can't come back from. I couldn't let anyone find out.
So you protected him?
It's the same reason I didn't upload the investigation data from 6 years ago. I made an oath. No matter what, I will protect Ryuki.
But Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terror's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Wouldn't you do the same?
Look at Tama. She's crying. She's touched.
Ryuki, you made a mistake. But lying around here in all your misery isn't gonna fix anything. If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone.
Yeah, help
Ryuki,
us.
I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink. You made him a promise, right? You said, I'll become a hero of justice. If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again. You used to say it all the time. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again. Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris. It doesn't matter if you're pitiful. It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability. You struggle, you crawl, and you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Nice speech, Date.
Mr. Date. Everyone, I
Ryuki, now's not the time to cry. Come climb up here.
You mean...
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case. So...
Okay.
After that, we all shared information. Aiba, Tama, and Marco shared everything on the local network. Date received everything as well as via the device implanted in his eye socket. I like how in the first game we only had Aiba, right? Only one, and now we have 3. So that's pretty cool. Anything that wasn't recorded electronically, we shared verbally. Everything from 6 years ago, everything from this year, all the information, including Somnia from top to bottom.
So, the first thing on the agenda is stopping the NirvanA Initiative.
When? Where? How? We don't know anything about it.
We should know everything except where. Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look.
Ryuki, can you tell us more about the NirvanA Initiative?
Yeah, I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
Okay, I actually need to talk to him.
Why are you talking to me? It's Ryuki's turn, isn't it?
Don't worry about me. You should talk to Ryuki.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Uru created 3 videos. QR video, NirvanA trial, and NirvanA X. The QR video was the first.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's body. That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was...
Merely a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but...
It's just an urban legend.
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing. The NirvanA trial.
Okay, explain.
It was uploaded on February 9th.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of NirvanA X, the third video, for testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the NirvanA trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
Yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city. And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge.
Oh.
If you open the box, it triggers.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance. It makes you do weird things over and over.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough trip. Can you picture it? The whole world going crazy. People everywhere doing unpredictable things. Crazy things. Over and over.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge.
I mean, obviously. That's why you're so crazy.
Because I opened the box.
But it's okay. Ryuki has developed a resistance to it. And he can't spread it either. Having said that, TC Purge is still a problem. Before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are damaged can't be repaired.
That's why Ryuki was acting weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, my symptoms got worse. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge, and as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets, and a lot of suicides.
I see. These people would have no motivation to return home.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now. To raise the curtain on the main event.
Explain?
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
If we do things that are beyond the comprehension of a designer, simultaneously, all around the world, bugs will start appearing everywhere.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
That is the NirvanA Initiative.
Even if this Nirvana thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
True, yes.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
So when is the plan going to happen?
The final video, NirvanA X, is already public.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th, 12 o'clock.
Noon, today.
Iva, what time is it now?
7:55 a.m.
We barely have 4 hours left.
So where is it gonna happen?
Well,
we don't know.
My guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too. Maybe they point to a location.
No.
Okay.
I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
Then where could it be?
Oh, I remember something Bibi said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue.
Right.
Well, in that case.
And how do we find them though? Like they make it seem so easy.
There is one person. I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information. I didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's probably with Shoma.
She? Amami? Oh! I mean, I guess they got the same scooter. All of the cars. Date's car. Ryuki's limo. Whoa!
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
Big sis!
Amame!
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin. I'm the reason it's there. It's my fault. 6 years ago,
I mean, we knew that
February
already
11,
though.
my father called me here. Shoma wasn't here. Only my father and half a corpse.
She brought it again? Yes.
Genny didn't do anything wrong. I asked him to do it. And Shoma has nothing to do with this. He just found out too.
Mame, that's not what we're here to ask.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and Tokiko.
What? Terror is dead?
The rooster. So we didn't have time to explain everything.
You can tell us more about what you know at the station.
Amame, will you come with us?
No, no! I don't care what you say! You can't take Big Sis away!
I agree with Shoma. I don't want you taking Amame away.
What's the problem?
We just want to talk.
Wait, Amame, did you kill Terror and Tokiko?
What are you saying?
Amame didn't kill anyone!
But we will have to know. Next episode. Let me just check this. What do we have? What do we have? Oh, we unlock a lot. This is BB. She's 24. She likes Mizuki Date. For Mizuki? She dislikes. Oh, okay, okay. She likes Mizuki Date. I don't know. Dude, I was thinking about Date. No, no, no. I was thinking about Date. There are Date. I mean, right? Yes, I was thinking about Kaname Date is what I'm thinking about. Okay, let's read this first. Bonito Pelvis's family. He dislikes punk kids and ghosts. Reaction time increases 3.6 times under certain conditions. Yes. So let's check BB again. Her hobby is watching over Mizuki Date. I'm guessing which panties Mizuki Date is wearing that day. That's her skill. So Mizuki Date was born from her DNA, almost like a sister. She lived at Iowan until she was 3 years old. Mizuki Kuranushi secretly watched over Mizuki Date afar, watching her grow up. Uru Sumizuki. Look how they tore it up, right? That is kind of cool. Yeah. Jin. Then this is Jin. I like how they just putting it over the other picture, right? I like that effect that they're doing here. Appendix. Avengers. Oh yeah, I mentioned he said Black Widow. SATs. Eden Cathedral door. Buddy. Wait, what? Ah, okay. Black Widow. She lives in Torozawa, Saitama. She spits out seeds to bore her enemies with holes to kill them. Date eavesdropping. Yep. Okay. So you'll end our episode there. So honestly, this episode again, very nice. Especially the opening though, with Mama. She explained like the twist, the big plot twist, I guess, in this game. I mean, it was kind of not obvious, but like I was kind of noticing that some stuff didn't add up, or sometimes they were not saying 6 years ago, especially with Komeiji, right? Yeah, back then, like earlier in the story, they were not saying, oh, she died or he died 6 years ago, and they kept saying like the body that they found yesterday, right? They said something like that when we found the other half of a body of a person, right? So I was like, why are they saying it like that? Like, you kind of get a gist of it, but it's not obvious, of course. You just kind of felt it. Yeah, I kind of felt like, yeah, something is wrong with this. Like, I don't know how, but... And then it got explained that we were playing in a different... How do I put this? Order, I guess, yeah, different order. That we were jumping between past and present, rather than, for example, going all throughout the 6 years in the past. Sometimes you would jump to the present, right? So that was kind of confusing, but it was nice that they explained it there. So next episode, I guess, we're gonna grill Amame. We'll see what happens. Did she kill Uru and Tokiko? We will have to find out. So we're gonna continue this and do more of the Somnium Files, the NirvanA Initiative in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.